Hello, welcome to the chat. So, after lots and lots and lots of requests, I have brought over Chris.
Hey! I don't want to get too loud.
Chris.
I don't know how many shows we do here.
Chris.
Probably doing a show right now. The
voiceover man. Ladies and gentlemen. Well, one of them. I'm sorry. One of the men that is the voice
you can't see
of
the other
TMZ.
one either. We wear masks. We're like Def Punk. We're like Daft Punk. We're like Daft Punk. Def Jam, Daft Punk.
Only not as rich.
Yeah, no, not at all. And I don't speak French. Jim and I walk around with these masks all the time.
So I hope you guys can hear him all right. We have to conceal his identity because that's what we do here.
That's one of the deals. It's like they won't let me. I can't monetize this in any way. I have to stay under wraps.
And this is what he wears out in public as well. Let me make sure that you guys all realize that as well.
This is, if you see me like this, just please don't come on. So it's kind of overwhelmed by requests for autographs and to work people's birthdays.
Hi, Chris. This is brilliant.
Okay, there we go.
Is this Chris? Yes, it is. Is this the voiceover guy that's dating Kelly or a different one? You will never know.
Well, it doesn't matter. I got a mask on. Yeah, I'm dating Kelly. Doesn't matter. Yes, this is the one.
Yes, that's the one. I dreamt of a world when a chicken can cross the road without having its motives questioned, says Chris. Okay.
All right.
What's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you while at TMZ?
Most embarrassing?
Is this it right here?
We've done this before, believe it or not. This is not my first time in some get-up with Dax doing this. What's the most embarrassing thing? Jeez, I really don't know. Having to write some of these pieces, these Harvey loves poop pieces. And
is it having to admit that you wrote them?
Yeah, it just feel dirty when you have to do all these poop pieces. But we hit that wall so long ago that it doesn't even faze me anymore.
We've smashed that wall repeatedly.
It's one of our tropes
It's
now.
a big poop wall that we just have ran into.
We keep going back to the poop well. There's a well full of poop that we return to.
Let's see. Too bad. We all know he was in a movie back in the day.
Yeah, Ready. That's right.
Ready.
It was a Scottish picture. Old Ruddy McCallaghan.
Let's see. Is that you in the TMZ spot walking by the locker with the red line over your eyes? No.
I don't know even who. That's was done by people. You would think that we'd have to do it because we do everything here, honestly. But I think that somebody else actually did those promos and stuff.
Really? I have no idea.
Maybe we did. I don't know. We do a lot of stuff here.
Sing a song, says Kenny.
What's a good one? Dude, I can't sing really well because people are working on really important. Their importance relative, but it's important to us stories. But I can do it soft.
Do a song.
Julia Roberts, America's sweetheart, you're as the driven snow. All right, that was one of the old ones.
It's funny, we were talking about this the other day, is how you and our other voiceover man, Jim, have kind of almost morphed into the same voice after years and years of doing this.
It makes us sound like we have range, you know what I mean, which I like. Because Jim has very low. If you guys don't know, there are two voices. If you go back and listen, you can hear Jim's very low. He's really low. He's like a reporter.
Yeah.
And then I would go very high. So together we bond. We're like Megatron or something. What are those guys? Power Rangers, whatever. We create one.
Megatron, which is a transformer, too.
Whatever. We're like the guys that we're more powerful together than we are apart. We also have the same birthday, which is weird. We're both born on October 17th.
Interesting.
That is weird.
No, I was gonna say tell me if I'm accurate.
Yeah.
But you guys, yes, to you.
I can't see. I'm in.
I know. But if I'm right, that
Go ahead.
back in the day, you guys didn't start to do this with you guys didn't have any voiceover experience before, right? You started doing this being a producer, and then it worked out well.
I had done a little voiceover, a little bit, but it was pretty straight stuff. Or I would play a lot of Keanu Reeves, kind of hey dude, that was when I was much younger, that kind of stuff. But I did a little bit of it. But when we were here, Harvey basically not even said for the producers to basically voice your own pieces, and then he would just sort of say, I like that one, or I don't like that one, or whatever. So together, Jim and I were the last surviving members, because I don't know if anybody's watching this, been watching this the whole time.
Dude, people have been watching us from day one on here. Oh, yeah.
Remember when we used to have hosts? We had actual people. We had on-air talent. We had Ben Mankiewicz and was it Tirza? No, what's her name? Tirza? Teresa, and Katie, and and Mike Hungens. We had a lot of people that were actually supposed to be doing it exclusively, kind of being the on air people, and they would do a lot of voiceover, and then eventually people moved on and things happened, and it was just Jim and I were the only ones left. And then, but there's also some of the other producers do a lot of the voices when you'll hear a tweet being read. That's Rick will do Bieber or Noah, who you don't see either. He's not on camera. Noah does a lot of weird, he does Frank Sinatra and other weird voices and stuff. So it takes a village, people.
Okay. Alex says, you answer all my questions all the time, but why don't you answer this one? Ronaldo versus Messi. Messi.
Do you know this stuff? My kids know this stuff.
Yeah, Messi, dude. Soccer.
Yeah, Messi.
Come on.
Okay.
We're going Messi. Dude, your voice is the reason I watch TMZ videos, says Aisha.
Who's that? What's her name?
Aisha.
All right, Aisha. Well, I dedicate the next one to you. I don't know. So whenever you're listening.
Can you read this question in your TMZ voice?
I can try. I feel like, am I okay?
You don't have to scream.
I always scream. That's the thing. It's in the booth, though. You can't hear it. I mean, outside. What?
You really do have to scream.
Why do only people from Canada call the TMZ Live?
Everyone's laughing.
What? Hey! I can't even do it outside the booth.
I don't know why. Did we get people from Canada calling in? What are you talking about?
I got a lot of Canadian peeps.
Yeah.
I was born in Vancouver.
Really?
But both my parents were American, so I'm a dual, and then I grew up in Chicago. But
nice. Blair says you have lovely eye holes.
Thank you, Blair. And I'd say the same to you, but I can't see anything through this, so I don't know what your eye holes look like.
Let's see. Thought I was having an acid flashback, then I signed on.
It's a little like Daxy Darko. Like I'm like the rabbit from Daxy Darko.
I love it. This is great. It's funny. Because you have no idea how many times they have asked me to have you on.
But I've done this with you at least 2 or 3 times.
But we get new audiences, the whole thing. People ask about the voiceover people more than anyone else.
See, that's the reason we wear a mask, because if you saw us and you wouldn't care. Now everybody, it creates intrigue. Yeah, it's like Kaiser Soze.
It's pretty interesting.
If the guy came into the police station and said, "I'm Kaiser Soze," who cares? But at the end, hopefully, a lot of people died in that picture. Hopefully that doesn't happen here.
TMZ Sports Guy in a mask, not TMZ Sports Guy. By the way, big props to our sports department for the story over the weekend. Good God.
They've been breaking a lot of stories.
They have been doing really well. Obviously, this Donald Sterling audio was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
I turned on the TV.
Right in the middle of the playoffs, too, man.
I turned on the TV. It was like every single station was talking about this audio. It was the only thing people were talking about all weekend.
Obama commenting on it.
Yeah. The fact that Obama took time out of his schedule to talk about our audio is crazy.
Well, he's a huge basketball guy. I think that helps.
But not even just him. Like, everyone. You get from Lil Wayne and Magic and Shaq and Snoop to say their comment, and it was unbelievable. So big props to TMZ Sports for this one. Do the voiceover voice.
Hey, that's sort of in the realm.
It's the hey is definitely TMZ.
And now, TMZ presents. Oh, how about we could do that one? TMZ investigates.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Inspector Dax. Oh, he's got the facts. Inspector Dax.
And then he got fired 500 times.
No.
Me.
What? You?
I've been demoted, fired.
Well, that's but you always come back.
I always come back. Is right.
You're like Catland. You're like Dirty Harry.
Let's see. Wow. What the F is he talking about, says Daniel?
Which part?
Take the mask off. We can barely hear you. Oh, you can hear just fine. Nice try, though. Like what you did with that. Hold on, I do want to undo
They want Christine. We can do that. We can.
Hold on, I'm trying to undo the mic a little bit so we have a little more range.
Mic number one. Isn't this a lot of fun?
Does that stretch out anymore? No, huh? All right, sorry. This is as far as we gotta go. So you gotta lean in so people can hear you. Dex, what's your opinion on Donald? What do you mean? What's my opinion? He's a douche. Why would you say? Why would someone that owns an NBA team ever say something so stupid?
Well, it's
like,
also so
how
complicated. Don't you feel like it's so weird? Like it's like his girlfriend is half black and half Mexican, and then there's all this stuff. He's like, I love everybody. Just don't bring black people to my games. Like it was a very convoluted, weird, old racist.
I was gonna say I think that's what you really take away from this. This man is an old man living back in the day. Like, grow the hell up and realize times have changed.
By the way, he finally has got a good team, but he was the worst owner for years.
Because he was so cheap.
He was cheap. I used to go to Clippers games for $5 or something, man. It was great. That part was great, but the teams were horrible.
I think that's why the story was so, like, at the beginning, it was unbelievable to me, because I'm like, I don't understand how a man who has one white guy on his team can say something like that.
They're just.
It was ridiculous.
Here, hold on. Brand 2012. Can I get a shout out? What up, Brand 2012? Did it. That the shout out, right?
That was a good shout out. I liked it. LeBron James versus Kobe Bryant.
I take LeBron. He takes Kobe.
I take Kobe.
I like this is like so free form. It doesn't have anything to do with anything.
No, we're having fun. We're just here to interact with people.
I'm fine with it, but it's very fun. What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to?
Chris, what is
anybody at work?
What is your technical title at TMZ?
And do you play? I don't play ping pong. I haven't played because you know what? I'm usually working or wanting to get away.
Oh, stop acting like you work here. Come on.
I'm a producer. The ping pong is cool. Dax plays a lot.
I actually haven't got to play in a little while.
No. I don't see you playing. Bricks plays. You play.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a nice little break from work. I can barely hear, as in H-E-R-E.
I'm sorry. I know it's got to be. It's a pain, but whatever. We'll try it again sometime. We'll get a mask with the mouth cut out.
Listen, we got to do. Okay.
Is that better?
Oh, that's much better.
Is it?
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay.
How old are both of you?
I'm 68.
I'm 31 or 31, I think.
Isn't that weird?
I need to remember.
When you get to a certain age, and you just don't even remember.
You just forget.
Yeah.
Man, I need to study, but this stuff is so interesting.
Wait, Herschel. Is it Herschel?
Herschel.
What are you studying?
Dude, people...
Hit me back, Hersch.
What I love is when people put aside their schoolwork to go to the chat.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we got a lot of college dropouts and people working here, so you're going to be fine. Don't worry.
I can see your eyebrows through the mask. Damn, you could braid those.
Yes.
That's Blair.
Yes, I agree.
Chris, how did you get the voiceover job?
Douche.
Says
Who
Jasper.
are you guys, girls' crushes? How did I get what voice job?
How'd you get the voice job?
Oh, we just talked about it. I'm a producer here with a bunch of other guys, and we would produce the pieces, and then for the voiceover track, Harvey would always just say, "You do it," whatever. So everybody would just do it, and once in a while we'd have other people do it, but for the most part, we just do it, and then ended up just doing more and more.
What's up with a question about the LA Clippers? Do you think Magic Johnson would buy the team? I did hear that rumor this morning.
Here's the thing. He's already got some. He's already with the Dodgers, right? He's already got some, and I don't know what they're. It's possible, but I think he's a Laker for life kind of guy, and he's got the Dodgers. I don't know if he'd want to mess with that or not.
But at the same time, if you're a mogul, don't you? I get your allegiance to the Lakers, but at the same time, you're a mogul. You already own the Dodgers. Like, why not?
I don't know.
Take advantage of this opportunity and go for it.
We'll see.
What else?
Your Fly is open, according to Chris Helgerson.
Well,
and
I'm actually pretty impressed if you can see it from all the way up here.
Hey, Chris, you should get like a cooler handle. Chris Helgerson. You got the underdog thing as your icon, but why don't you be like Helgi, with like an umlaut?
Now, this is a good question. Alex Johnson said, "Do you think his girlfriend is a bitch for recording him?" So here's my answer to that. Apparently, there is 100 hours worth of audio that she did, and the thing is, apparently, what we're being told is that he knew that she would record him because whenever they would get in fights and stuff, then she would play back the audio to him to be like, see, this is what you said.
Right.
And so it was a common thing that she would record, and that way, whenever they had any disputes, she would go, okay, look, this is what you said. So he knew at the beginning of the tape that he was being recorded, and still said that stuff.
That's what she says. We don't know. I mean, who knows? But yeah, maybe. But also, you said Coleman, he said it Canadian, he said Coleman. It's a common thing, eh?
Common thing, eh? Exactly. All right. Who scripts what you say in the episodes?
There's six of us? Well, in the episode. Oh,
okay. Well, we don't. Talks. Yeah, I was gonna say during the morning meeting, we don't. Nothing's scripted. It's all of us just talking, saying our views. But we will have a couple pieces during the show that like Chris will produce and some of the other producers.
There's like 6 written pieces in the show. The ones that have a track voiceover or whatever are the written pieces, and that's like 6 producers. And then, but everything that you see in the meeting is that's not scripted. That's people just talking.
Hipster Grumpy Cat says, my question is Chris single?
No, I'm not. I think we covered this earlier too. I'm dating within the office, which I don't recommend, but we're gonna stick it out.
Chris, I can't see your beautiful face.
How do you know it's beautiful? I wear this mess. This is like the Phantom of the Opera under here.
This actually makes it beautiful. Yeah. You don't want to see underneath.
Horrible.
Random question. What car do you guys drive? Says Sherlyn.
That is random. Sherlyn, are you looking to buy a new car?
What kind of car do you drive, Chris?
I'm embarrassed to say it anyway. No, I'm not. I drive a Hyundai Elantra hatchback, which is a very practical car.
I like very practical. You don't have to feel bad for what car you drive.
Why
do you feel bad about that?
I'd love to say it's something really cool, but it's not. It's like driving a blender. Do you know where Malta is? I like that one.
The audio is fine. They're just trying to get you to take the mask off, says George.
Why do you have that mask on? Because I'm haunting your dreams.
Because this is the voiceover guy that you guys always ask me for. That's why he's wearing a mask.
Kyle wants Christine. Ooh. Kyle, do you have a vested interest in seeing Christine right now? Where is he?
Do you do anime voiceover work?
Oh, dude, do you have any for me? I'd love to do that.
Just a lot of grunts.
Oh, great. I would love to do that.
Does Harvey and the voiceover guy have the same haircut?
No.
Wouldn't it be great if you were actually Harvey under the mask?
Oh my God.
And Harvey was the one doing all of the voiceovers?
I could be Harvey and you wouldn't even know. That makes it more cool.
Riley Ann too. Me and Harvey have the same birthday. Do you think he gives me an edge for a job interview? I say go for it.
If you can walk and chew gum, you got a shot.
Are you happy that George Clooney is engaged, says Limpkin21?
What do you think? I think you have more of a take than it is.
I'm a little more surprised than anything. So I got a tip on Friday that he was engaged, and we all started looking into it, and I'm like, there's no way. We have done
older.
George has dated every hot chick out there. It's always been his thing.
Work, right?
Never getting engaged.
Right.
He's just like the forever playboy. And the fact that he just started dating this woman a couple months ago, I was like,
weird.
No way, not engaged. And then apparently she's walking around wearing an engagement ring.
What do you know about Randy Gerber? I don't know his thing. Cindy Crawford, I know, right? And was Clooney and Cindy Crawford friends, or was he friends with Randy Gerber?
I think. Well, I'm gonna assume, I don't know, but maybe he met Randy through Cindy.
Right.
But then him and Randy are just the best of friends.
What does he do? Is he a businessman?
So Randy is his business partner in his Casa Amigos tequila. So they do that together, and they go on vacation together all the time. They're always together.
Got it.
Best friends. Chris Dax, put me on the show just once, says I am James.
See, now that's a handle. I like that. I'm James.
Is it true that you live in a castle, says Footbot?
Yes.
Or Foodbot.
Yes, it's the castle at the miniature golf course down the way. It's very small.
What is that mask from anyways? Apparently it says on the inside what it is. Just pull it straight out. Oh my God.
Baseman 2013.
Baseman, whatever that is. It's like
Baseman.
Bricks had it at his desk.
Oh, Bricks has all the cool stuff.
Bricks has everything.
He's the coolest.
Is Chris not allowed within 500 yards of Chuck E. Cheese?
I think that's probably a good bet.
Can you imagine? I would love to see you walk up to a Chuck E. Cheese and be like, I'm here to play. Can you please let me in?
Hi, children. I have candy.
Are you there during the morning meeting?
I am, but I'm in back. Yeah, I'm here at 6 a.m. with everybody else.
You have to look really close during the morning meeting. You might find him.
Once in a while.
He's kind of like a Where's Waldo. You could spot him in the back.
Yeah.
Say Harvey's name again and then look away. I don't get why
Say Harvey's name and then look away. Harvey.
Can you do any other voices? Like, since you can do the TMZ voice and everyone knows that, is there any other voices you know?
No, actually, Jim does a lot better, like, accents. I did a little bit. I used to quote the Road Warrior a lot when I was a kid. Yeah, a fella, a smart fella, might have a weapon under there. I'd have to pin his head to the panel. That kind of stuff.
Tell Raquel.
Chunk.
This one's for you, but you have to say it in the TMZ voice.
Yeah.
Tell Raquel I say, hey, girl, from I'm James.
I'm James. Raquel? Oh, she's in a high-tech meeting here. Hey, girl. Is that better?
I love it. Dax, how long
can you... Wait, let's... We're very persistent. Mary Lucia wants to know, do you know where Malta is? I feel like we know where Malta is.
I have no idea.
In the Mediterranean, near the Mediterranean or something, off the coast of Africa or something like that. I know it's not here.
You're somewhere on the planet. No, we've talked about Malta before, but I have no idea where it's at. I don't know, dude. What are you talking about?
Mary, can you tell us where it is, Mary Lucia?
Just because George is engaged doesn't mean they will actually marry, says Forrest Grill.
All right. Prescient.
Let's see. She's right there. Go get her, says Kyle. Behind you. Oh, we're probably Raquel is probably back there.
Yeah, but she's talking to Brian. She's dealing with stuff, man. She got TMZ Sports, man.
Do you wear the mask to prevent stalkers?
Look at, they know where. Oh, sorry, did I swear? Can I swear? I don't know.
Do you wear the mask to prevent stalkers? Does anyone have one there?
There's been some weird stuff. Have you ever gotten stalked or anything like that? Have you ever? Because
there's some weirdos out there. I've had quite a few weirdos in my day.
Yeah.
But I think the person who gets the most weirdos, Siobhan.
Siobhan Kelly got one. She had one. Siobhan probably gets the most. The best is when the guys send us stuff from prison. You guys, if there's any prisoners out there, those are always good to be like, what's up from Cell Block C?
Shout out to our prisoner friends.
Yeah, no, you're a loyal audience because you can't change the channel, I don't think, or whatever. You can't go anywhere.
Well, the reason I've heard that we're so popular in prison is because like they can get like an hour of TV time a day.
Right.
And if they watch TMZ, it's got a wide variety. You've got political, you got sports, you've got hot chicks, you got everything. And so
providing service to our major felons.
Exactly. So they can kind of get a grasp of everything.
All right. That makes sense.
Dex, you look like Justin Timberlake. Thank you. First time I've ever heard it. It's going to be the last time I ever hear it, and I thank you for it. Ask the million.
Dax, you look like you, buddy. You look good. Check out his Instagram. Dax at daxholt.com or something.
Yeah, dude. Instagram, what is it? Instagram/DaxHolt. I don't know what it is. Let's see. What happened to Liz Walters? She still works here.
Yeah.
She's at the court.
She's at the courts, man. She's out there, like, rubbing elbows with cops. Court people.
I like this one. Does Chris, by any chance, own a white van that says free candy?
I'm looking to invest. I'm looking. You've got one. I've got my eye on
No windows. Make sure it has no windows, though.
Yeah, with the handles ripped off.
Siobhan has some creepos last weekend. # sad birthday. There are some. If you ever go through Siobhan's Instagram on the comments, weirdos.
Yeah, it gets a little bit gnarly. That's you people.
Blair says, Dax doesn't call us stalkers. He calls us chiselers. It's more polite.
Chiselers? Why? Are they taking money from you?
Well, because they're...
Chiselers take money. Aren't they chiselers trying to get your cash?
No, these are my peeps, dude.
Look at what happened to Max. Max left, man. Max is like on a beach somewhere.
He's enjoying life.
Max was hats off, Max. I'm sure you're watching Dax Chat. And if you're there, we love you.
Anna, looking at her Instagram from this weekend. Wow, says Laura. She was in her bikini. You want to see some Anna bikini shots? This weekend.
All right.
Clooney's engagement will probably last as long as the Kardashians' wedding. Maybe even less.
I don't know, man. Don't you think he's aware of it? Don't you think he's aware that everybody's like, oh, it'll never last? Da, 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 da.
The difference is, what I'm really surprised about, is the fact that his chick's company blew out the news. Like, you know how private Clooney is?
Right.
He doesn't want any of his news out there ever, and his chick's company ends up sending out an email blast basically congratulating them on their engagement, which released the news.
Yeah.
That's got to kind of piss him off just a little bit.
I think, what the hell, man? You know, it's going to get out.
He just doesn't, I don't think he likes to play into the whole
I don't think he did either.
thing.
At least it was from her, at least it was from his fiance's actual co-workers, basically. All right.
Dax, who do you like more, Paul Walker or the Pointless Kardashians? Well, that's kind of not a fair example.
Everyone has said Paul Walker was a great guy.
Well, everyone's going to have to say Paul. You
don't have to. I mean, if he was a horrible guy and he died, you don't have to. But it seems to me, you see how much outpouring from his castmates and stuff?
Yeah, he was a really good guy.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
You should come to Croatia. I'll go to Croatia, but you know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like Hostel or something, isn't it? You're going to get to Croatia, you're going to promise me like women and beer.
Hanging us up in empty freaking caverns.
Yeah, some tool shed.
In prison, they vote on TV shows. TMZ is one of the many gangs can agree on.
Really? So do we bring people together?
Listen, Alphabetter, never been to prison. I can tell you that much, so I'm not sure if I believe it.
Oh, all right.
Let's see. I dare you to say, look at horse. My horse is amazing.
Look at horse. My horse is amazing. Do you want it in the... Look at horse. My horse is amazing.
Why? I don't get that.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, there you go, Tarek.
Oh, then I hope it's not like an incantation or something. You didn't trick me into like casting a spell on myself.
How do you know where the celebs are? It says I am James.
I'm getting a text.
You getting a text?
Let's see.
Because we're TMZ, we're everywhere. Just remember that. That's all you need to know. Congrats to DMZ Sports. Hearing it mentioned everywhere this weekend on all news. Absolutely.
Yep.
What do you think of Lady Gaga said rated at Yo-Yo?
What do we think of her? What do you think
of Lady Gaga? Her.
I like Lady Gaga, I gotta say, but I'm glad that you're over. I'm glad that it's over a little bit because
it's just gotten to be too much. It's like always in your face.
Yeah, there's too much. There's too much the meat thing and all that stuff. But like just in general, I think she's I think she's deep. Like I like that whole poker face thing. I know it's old, but I'm just saying like that kind of era or that kind of vibe was cool. I thought, and then it got a little bit.
Here's my thing. She's extremely talented. I will never take away her talent. I won't take away the fact that she is very, very good to her fans. Mm-hmm. She will never give up. She's not
her little monsters.
But the thing is, like you know, like other other celebs out there, they get like a little cold and they're like, boom, cancel the concert. Right. Oh, I'm not feeling good. Cancel the concert. Right. Whatever.
She sticks it out.
She will not cancel a concert until she is like dying on the ground.
Real entertainment. Like she was like a cabaret type. You know, she came up, you know, singing and playing piano and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing. She's great. I just am kind of over the shtick of the crazy outfits and that. Right. Just go out there, do your singing, do your performing, but I don't need to see you walking through the street in another weird outfit.
Yeah, right. I hear you.
Why did Rihanna walk out of the baby store? Says Bala Farfalla. I think she was buying a gift for a friend, is what I was told. So. Dax, are you still neighbors with Topanga? Her new show starts pretty soon.
Who's Topanga again?
Danielle Fishel. Yes. Olivia Wilde is underrated, says Riley. All right. Could it be George's fiance is pregnant? Is that the next announcement?
I doubt it.
I don't think so. But you know what? I was surprised by the whole engagement, so you never know. But I have not heard that at all. Right. What about Dan Blazarian? Do you have Instagram?
Dan Blazarian, I did the story on him.
Isn't he?
The last one.
I find him extremely fascinating.
He's interesting because he definitely has a real douche vibe too. Like it's like a combo. Like half of it's so cool and fun and seems like all right, and then half of it seems like extremely douchey. But you never know. You'd have to like actually talk to the guy to find out which side because some of that stuff that he posts, he's so self-aware.
But the thing is, it's so over the top.
That there is a little bit of self-love there.
I enjoy looking at it because it's so crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely worth going.
It's so crazy.
It's just I don't know what kind of guy. If that guy's the kind of guy that just would be like, oh
he's probably awful to be around.
But maybe he's not.
Fun to look at on Instagram.
He could be a funny guy because some of the stuff is funny.
That's true.
Whatever. I don't know yet.
Dax, another random question. Favorite place to go on vacation, says Sherlyn.
I love the random questions.
They have a lot of random questions.
And they always say this is a random question.
I really enjoyed Australia. Loved it. Would recommend it to anyone. Isn't it beautiful?
It's pretty, but it's very Western. It's very Western.
Dude,
like I went around the world to go to a place I was like, oh, this feels like
home.
Yeah. Right.
But it's gorgeous.
It's pretty. Very pretty.
Gorgeous.
The Great Barrier Reef was awesome.
Yeah. What is this? What is that? What do you like most about Kelly? Says not my real name Lo.
What do I?
Yeah. What do you like most about Kelly?
Wait, someone said I'm putting into his pants, putting my hands in my pants. I'm not putting my hands. I'm straightening out my slacks. What do I like?
Kind of looks weird with the mask on, though. Anything's possible with the mask.
I think Kelly's very, very beautiful, but I think the thing I like most is that she's very funny. She cracks me up.
I am James says, I spammed you with likes on Instagram. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. What else we got here? Who's a better cook, you or Kelly?
Wow, we're really delving. I feel like I'm on a reality show right now.
Dude,
her by 1,000 times her.
1,000? Yeah. All right, who really is the most interesting man in the world? Oh,
what do you think?
I don't know.
You care?
I don't really care. All right, F, Marry, Kill. Oprah, Queen Elizabeth, Betty White.
God, I'd have to F Oprah. I mean, the other two are like I don't think I could get anywhere. I couldn't do that.
I would marry Oprah.
I guess. Well, no, I'd marry the Queen. Get that?
Really? Well, because you want to be a king or what?
No. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna F the Queen or Betty White. You seem to be fine with that.
Betty White would be fun, dude. She'd probably make you laugh throughout the whole time. It'd be awesome.
Man. That would be hard, I think. I mean, I'm not. She's amazing. I'm just saying Betty White, but she's just an older person. Not to say that.
I would marry all of them, honestly. It'd be great. Oprah, the Queen, Betty White.
Look, Rick and Chris Productions. We're hoping to do some more Rick and Chris Productions.
Selena Gomez and Orlando Bloom together? ? Says Deborah. Okay, so I got these photos yesterday. They went. Did you see them?
Look, I was right. Malta's next to Italy.
But, oh, nice.
No, I know. I know what Malta is, and I've read some Patrick O'Brien.
Why are we
books.
still on stupid Malta?
I think it's. What were you saying? What's the topic you're at hand? What were you talking about before Malta?
I was talking about Selena Gomez and Orlando Bloom.
What would you rather do? Talk Malta or Selena Gomez? I'd rather talk Malta. Let's have some Malta meal right now.
Malta meal. No, the thing with Orlando, the reason that I think these are important is for the strict reason that Justin... Oh, listen, come on. Is because Justin and Miranda Kerr were spotted at that whole fashion show back in the day getting close.
Yeah, they got real close.
And there were stories of them getting very, very close.
Although, did you see the picture of them recently? We just added in the show today. He's so much smaller than Miranda Kerr. It looks silly. It looks so silly.
Who, Justin or Orlando?
No.
Justin. He's a teeny little guy, though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
He's a teeny guy.
It looks silly.
What is the best thing about being stoned and a horse?
There's some horse thing going on.
I don't get it.
Remember someone said to do something about a horse or something?
Yeah.
What do we know? What do we miss?
You got to move on from it.
I know, but I like it. It's a meme. We've got a horse meme happening here.
George Clooney's mom is saying it's true. Yeah, his dad actually put out a statement.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was a local newscaster in Cincinnati. He's supposed to be a really good guy.
Justin is so overrated. Who cares?
I really want to get Christine in here. Should I tap out?
Christine. No, we're gonna both be tapping out here in about 30 seconds.
Oh, great. Okay.
When Betty White takes her clothes off, would you imagine her when she was young? She was very pretty.
Younger, she was hot. Yeah, she was on the Mary Tyler Moore show back in the day, and she was the kind of the minx. She was kind of the hot chick on that.
All right, last question. You pick it, whatever you want.
Okay. Horses. That's not a question.
But you have to read it in the TMZ voice.
She's going, hold on, you're pretty something up near. I don't know what to do. I guess, what was it? What's it like to work for TMZ? Okay. Hey, what's it like to work for TMZ? I'm not even doing it right. The booth, I'm telling you.
The booth adds a lot. Yeah. Plus, without a mask, it probably is a little easier.
What's it like to work for TMZ? Well, you got to get up early.
You got to wear a mask all day long.
You learn about things that you had no idea existed, about reality people and things like. Did you ever know what a Spencer and Heidi was before you started working here?
No, because they didn't exist before we got here.
Like it's like whatever. You learn these people. Who's that girl who was with the old guy?
Courtney
Stodden. You learn about all the stuff that you don't ever think you'll ever learn about. And
it's like useless information up here.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's the useless information that everyone always wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to read this one. I am James says, your daughter is so cute. Thank you. We're ending on that note. Have a good one, guys. We will see you guys tomorrow, 1 o'clock on Ustream, on YouTube, all of that stuff. Thank you, Chris, Mr. Voiceover, for coming and joining us. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.